Hello guys, I am Maggie Rere. As you can see, tuko waterfront Karen. If you can see the banner behind us, imeandikwa karibu Nairobi Startup Week from July 6th to 10th of July. Na tuko hapa na the host of Nairobi Startup Week, Juliani and partners of the event. Nataka tupige story kidogo now, tujue ni nini itakuwa ikigo down for this event. So karibuni sana.
Thank you. So Juliani utatubrief kidogo about the event. Then partners wazungumze pia tusikie wanasemaje.
So the event is Nairobi Startup Week, and we are hosting 200 startups and people in the ecosystem, and I'm also hosting a 5-day concert. So each day I'm doing one of my albums, and to invite two public will come on some of the amazing stuff that happen in the country. Young people doing amazing stuff, building businesses, changing lives, creating employment is of zote. So we basically did a call out, and people responded. Specifically, of course, the startups. Na wale wase wanafanya hizo startups zi exist ama facilitate that zikwe eventually successful businesses. So what you're just doing is just inviting the public wakamu wajichekie, wasiwa sikuwa wanaongea siasa peke yake kwa nchi na pombe na sijui nani amepigwa ngumi si wapi, but more of substantial stuff that's in a movie country every day. So maybe a quick fact, maybe utanini the startup industry in 2022 sahi so far wameingiza $400 plus million on fundings imekamiliki just from startups peke yake, unaona. So hiyo ni kitu substantial, si ndio? So hizo ni fact tunafaa kuongea kuhusu. Biashara zina grow, na hii ina indicate exactly what being a Kenyan means, because team yetu ni the Kenyan in me, where wase wakiwa noma they create their own solutions. They don't just wait for people to come and save them. They go out. Ni kama nyinyi hapa hivi, you're young, you go out of probably mulikosanga job kwa media house mkamuacha mcreate your own juu barriers za nyinyi kuingia kwa media house zilikuwa mob, si ndio? And then you decided to do something about it and you created your own businesses, si ndio? So nyinyi startups. So watukaa nyinyi sio tech peke yake, watukaa nyinyi mna shape literally new shape conversation ya country every day through topics, trending topics na zile interview na do. So watukaa nyinyi is the people we're trying to at least inchi to recognize, na pia si tujicelebrate wenyewe that we actually contributing to the country. So tumekona a few friends wamesema immediately they heard about the thing wali to join, and of course tukaanza kunyanyua kabla waongee. There's particularly, so there's different things, activities happening. Kuna showcase where different startups, different people in the ecosystem wanna host conversations. Kuna exhibition where startups wanaeka tents nini wasawa wanakenya wanadu. Kuna concerts which ile means afanya, and then kuna the village which other artists, comedians will do. So each day kuna maybe DJ, another day kuna comedian, another day kuna nini. Now of course kuna side events. So kaa partner wetu hapa Startinex, how they'll do another event at Nairobi Garage kuanzia Monday. Now wanafanya the core, vitu za blockchain, vitu za investment, funding, hizo vitu kaa hizo. So sisi tunafanya the cultural side, wanafanya the of course the technical and the heavy stuff. And then of course kuna partner wetu hapo Susu hiyo jina ikai ya maloya, unaona inaka. So what they do is that basically they are coming to support the startups, legal training. Hata nyinyi hapa mnafaa kama actually mfanye legal training on how to register a company, what does it take, na wanaifanya for free. So pia nyinyi mnafaa kama muone venye hasa wasaidia kufigure out your business and of course the legal side of your business. So that's anything you feel like that.
Yeah, when Juliani amesema, I think
Labda jitambulishe.
Oh, okay.
Mimi najulikana mzee.
Naitwa Innocent, na run company inaitwa Startinex. When Juliani amesema, I think 1.3 million Kenya shillings is raised every day in Kenya by startups, by businesses. I think last week was the latest, $40 million by one company, and that means kuna space, kuna gap but then kuna pesa, na hiyo pesa sijui if it's accounted for, if it's controlled. There are so many issues around that. But then pia hii pesa ikikuja inaenda wapi? Pesa ikikuja inatumikaje? Are these startups growing? Are they scaling? Kuna employment and there's all that. So what we want to do is to make sure that tumefika level yenye US iko. Kuna Uber, Google, Facebook. Tunasemanga we want to be like China in 10 years, but we forget that in 10 years China won't be the way it is. It will be like China in another 10 years. So we might never catch up. So this has to happen for us to catch up. But then pia a lot of young people wanaogopa hizi events, wanasema ni complex, blockchain, NFT, cyber security, DeFi. Lakini tusipofanya tutapata kampuni za nje zitakuja zitafanya, afu sisi tutakimbia Twitter tuseme ati watu wanachukua kazi zetu. Ni sisi tumewalao kuchukua kazi zetu, so we have to step in, bring the fun part of it, music, while teaching at the same time. Let's see what Kenyans are doing, because Kenyans are very creative. At the very core of it, what makes us unique is how creative we are, how innovative we are. And if money is coming in, we have to also provide a way for it to come in. So yeah, that's the goal of the event. We will be supporting Juliani at Waterfront, but the event will start on Monday. So it's a startup week, so Monday to Sunday. It ends on Monday, Nairobi Garage, Tuesday Nairobi Garage, then the other 3 days itakuwa nusu Nairobi Garage, then afternoon tunakuja muziki Waterfront, then Saturday and Sunday tutakuwa hapa full day, and then tumalize wiki hivyo. Hopefully a unicorn will come out of it.
Yeah. Is it your first time to host such an event, au labda na kama sio mara ya kwanza, labda tutarajia itakuwa inafanyika mara kwa mara?
As 13 tumefanya startup weekends, so Friday to Sunday. I think we've done 8 of them. Actually, one of our startups just raised money the other day, so we've been doing it. Now we love to see creatives now do it. Najua sisi tumekuwa kwa startup space for a long time, so it becomes inakuwa too serious. So you see mtakuja mtasikia blockchain, sijui NFT, sijui DeFi, but now when you see guys like Julian now step into it, and inakuwa accessible to everyone. Mtu anaweza ogopa kukuja event akiona starting ev, but mtu akiona Julian probably atakuwa curious kujua nini na happen. Also inafanya inakuwa easy, because at the end of the day hata nifunze aje kuhusu NFTs ni za musicians, artists, creatives, so lazima pia wakuwe included, and the only way it can happen is if the artists we have locally are also able to jump onto the conversation. I'm sure it's coming back. It's not the first one, it's not the last one. I know in November there will be a startup weekend Africa, so more coming.
Events.
Yes, more coming.
Being in this business, how is it working with a star, Julian, kwa sababu
star
msanii mkubwa na ni legend as well? How is it working with him?
Of course it makes things easier. He's able to knock doors we probably can't knock, but at the end of the day, it makes it accessible to more people. At the end of the day, he has a bigger following, so he's able to reach watu wa huko chini. I mean, mimi mwenyewe na struggle kuongea sheng, but yeye anaichapa full time, so it becomes inaacha kuwa a thing for the learned, inakuwa a thing for everyone, and I think that's the best thing about it. You're able to get everyone on one table.
Able to get,
kwa sababu ya gender balance.
Hata si gender balance. What no, ina sound bad kusema hivyo. Ni kama ni lazima because ni mwanamke. No, because they're really
All right. So jitambulishe na tueleze
mbona uko hapa.
All right. Naitwa Wangeshu Wahome. Mimi ni wakili. Pia nafanyanga I'm also a patent agent. We use it na phrase nini the actual word. Nafanya pia start trademarks, copyrights and all that. Ikikuja ni even on the music side and all that, there's so much copyright inaendelea, tunafanya hivyo, but also for tech there's so much trademarks, patents and all that. So I work for law firm inaitwa Sisule and Associates. We are fully fledged law firm. Tuna offer business solutions, business restructuring solutions, and we also do even patents and other things beyond that at litigation. The reason tumekuja kwa hii event ni when actually the person invite kwa hii ni Innocent came akaniambia we have a startup week. We were also looking at doing something. We've been doing legal clinics at Nairobi Garage. So through that partnership we decided, as soon as aliniambia there's an event, this is the value, I went back to my seniors we came on board, we knew for sure kuna gap. There's so much gap in every startup. When you're setting up, lazima decide which vehicle of choice are you using. Are you registering it as a company, as a business, as a partnership? Ni liabilities gani unajiwekelea, whether it's tax obligations and all that. But also like your journey. Nasemanga, having a lawyer in your structure ni kaa kukuwa na skeleton kwa mwili. Unahitaji from the very beginning, right? See ile wakati wenye there's an emergency, in which case most times unaendanga kwa lawyer firefight. Hiyo time unakuanga it's very expensive. Nikaa kwenda kwa dentist wakati wenye meno imeanguka. It is too expensive by then, yet ungefanya tu a new checkup and it would have been cheap and your teeth would have been fine. So most of the time people don't realize the need for law very early on, and so we've decided we need to come to a level that people can reach us. We're not coming dressed in so luxurious suits that you feel like hatuko approachable. We're also not coming and telling you for you to come and talk to us, you need to pay X and Y amount for us to listen to you, for us to support you. We are here because we understand most of these startups zingine zinaanza at a campus. People don't even have money to set up that company. They don't know the direction to do that. You find that X and Y decide ni marafiki wako in the same room, let's set up something. But do you understand the legal repercussions and zinakuja? KRA will ianza kukufuata in a year or two, the moment pesa zimeanza kuingia, ama pesa zimeanza kuingia, mumeanza vurugo, you can no longer understand each other, you can no longer follow the same conversation. So it's very important that you start it right from the very word go. It's very important that you have somebody walking that journey with you. It's very important that somebody is telling you every so often there are new changes to the law, there are new changes to this model works for you. And sometimes unaanzanga kampuni as a startup thinking that it won't go too far, and then before you know it, in 5-10 years that startup is bigger than what you thought. It's now bigger, it needs to be acquired, you need to think of financing, restructuring, pitch decks and all that. So we're coming into that space to enable businesses, to enable startups, to enable people who haven't even registered it. It doesn't mean that because you're a startup the moment you come and register. No, even at the point of thinking, okay, I'm thinking of a product, I'm thinking of business models, we have that conversation, we have that journey with you, we give you the right tools, we more or less guide you through that, and then in case you need further expertise, we'll direct you to the right people. If you need assistance in tax, in HR, that's something we can do, we'll direct you. So that's why we're here.
All right.
I have a question to Juliani. I'd like to know why you decided to choose this place, or rather, why aungeweka place ingine like Nakuru, Mombasa, but you decided to choose this place in Nairobi ama huku?
And also to add on that question, Juliani ni msee wa mtaa, lakini ukiangalia place ameweka lakini ukiangalia place ameweka ni pahali kwa mababi wasee wenye wako fiti. Labda mbona haungechagua kule Islando?
No, I think mmoja siku hizi it has nothing, mimi Mkenya, unaona, huwezi niambia mimi msee Islando. Una get? Kwani msee Islando hawezi build biashara, msee huko hawezi build biashara. But the most important thing for me is you work with people who are willing to work with you.
Okay.
Unaona? So when you do a call out and say, ni aje tunafanya hii event na tungependa na kama unajisikia kama ni kitu ina resonate na wewe, tuifanye pamoja. Whoever responds ndio una work na yeye. Because huyo mtu ana respond ni mtu wako anataka contribute because anaona value. So watu wote they reached out. Unaona, si watu miss wanajua na Innocent a month ago. Ndio. It's value. So hao ni watu wana contribute kwa hii ecosystem, wanataka kuona young people wamegrow biashara zao, wako represented legally, wako na all the right tools. The same na Waterfront immediately we have conversation now, like, hey, we want to do this. Unaona, so if somebody else came and told me that they see value, sawa. So but Waterfront specifically say this. But also peer the audience. Mse kama anaona value into something, they always go out of their way to go and look for it. So hata ningeifanya Nakuru, mse kana una value, si mnananga ulevi Naivasha. Kwani mkiana ulevi Naivasha mbona mse, unaona? So you can't say that if somebody sees value and you see something, you go out of your way to go and get it. So that's na hiyo ndio Kenyanness tunasema. Like Mkenya agojiange akaribishwe yeye unawa. And the reason why we are doing in Nairobi, of course Nairobi ni rahisi because most of them ni hub ya startups. Nairobi ni hub ya startup. Of course they work in other spaces and other counties, but most of the offices ziko hapa. So first of all, wacha tuavio conversation tu kuanza hapa. Place ni rahisi Juu ni 30 minutes away from anywhere. Get so that's the kind of thinking tuko na, that's why tulifanya Nairobi.
Na mbali na labda the event itself labda mna mpango wa kufund maybe my youths wenye wanataka kuanzisha biashara zao.
But hiyo ndio that's the easiest part though.
Yeah.
The money part hata kizao jamaa is the easiest part. Unaona, but huwezi nitisha do na unakaa, huwezi nitisha mita na unakaa 50 bob. Si ndio? So that's why una get training ya free hapa. Ndio ikuprepare for the bigger opportunities. Una get? Yeah. So huwezi kama useme ati mimi nataka funding ya 20 million ama funding ya 500,000 na wewe mwenyewe haukai hiyo 500,000 na hata uja set up, hujaanza kitu. So ukikama hapa kwa Nairobi Startup Week unapatana na Startnev, wanasema si tuko na ma friends incubators watakama kufundisha ku Titan, watakama unishe au ma lawyer kwambie ni aji bara kwenda kwa inaitwaje ku register hii kampuni, register as this company instead of sole proprietorship, register kai, sijui unahitaji board, unahitaji. So hizo information ukisha consume ndio sasa now you can rightfully go and get for money. So the money part is the easiest part. Yeah. Hii part nyingine ndio wasema kuangi ready to go out of the way to land. So it's not just about young people, it's about the Kenyan fabric. We need to start formalizing the way we do things. So Mtura, how do we formalize mtu wa Mtura akuwa na supply Mtura hii area yote, sio kwa hiyo nini yake peke yake. So we need to start formalizing so that we able to attract bigger and better things for ourselves.
Okay. I've seen very bright minds here in Kenya na zimekuwa wasted, most of them. We see them in the news, mtoto amefanya hivi, there's a young man amefanya hivi, a young girl amefanya hivi. I want to know, have you reached out to those people? Ama tu ni create to awareness? Have you reached out to them? Kuna watu wenye mnaweza tupe example mumewaleta pale so that wengine wanaweza kuwa encouraged kujoin?
Wacha nijibie Jumina nasema pala poa na hasa ana. No, you can't reach out to somebody who aja show up. Mimi kwenda kama Mdandora kwenyu ama nitaenda kama Kayole kwenyu.
Kuna nyawa juu startup week by the way kuna.
No, that's why tumko hapa no?
Yeah.
See, that's why mko hapa.